Hi everyone, I'm going to walk you through how to create your outline using Scribble. And as you can see, I'm in my class library right now, and I have my sources here, and I have my annotation key on the left side. The annotation key is really going to become a guide for what my outline will become. I'll need to address each of those areas. So I'll address early life and background, occupation, legacy, and accomplishments. So to do that, I'm going to start by going up to my Outline tab. So along the top here, I'm going to click where it says Outline. And now you'll see that I don't have anything in my outline area yet, so I want to create that first item. I'll click the button that says Create, and you'll see that it provides a Roman numeral 1, and that would become my first section, which was early life. And now all I need to do is hit the Enter key, and that adds the Roman numeral number 2, which would be occupation. And then I'll hit the Enter again, and this will be accomplishments. And Enter again for legacy. Remember, you'll follow whatever guide your teacher has requested for your assignment. And then oftentimes that last section will be your answer to the question. And for this assignment, the answer is why your person had the greatest impact on the world. Okay, so you'll have those different sections there for your outline. Now what I'm going to do is go over to my sources, and you can see my sources are on the right side of the page. They're all listed here. There are a couple ways to bring up your annotations. If you've used tags, I can search for my tags, and I'll do that by clicking on Early Life Background and then clicking on the search icon. And that brings up any annotations that I've created that have to do with early life or background. Notice here, this is a comment bubble. That means that those are the words that I've written. If you see this highlighter tool, that means that's part of the article that you've highlighted. So you only want to include your comments in your outline. So what I'm going to do is take that comment and drag it over to my outline. And I'll put it underneath the early life. I wait until I see the green, and notice that it's highlighting the letter A. If I wanted this to be a Roman numeral 2, I would hover over the 2. But I want it to be a subtopic under early life, so I'm going to put that in there. All right, so I'm going to search for another tag now. This time I'll look for occupation, and I'll click on that, and I'll search. And now I see my results here. And again, I'm going to take the results that have my comment bubble, drag it underneath that topic, and I'll grab the other one and make that a B underneath the topic. So I want that to be the letter B, not a number 1. I want it to be the same distance as the A. If I make a mistake, I can click on these arrows. That will move it either toward the left or toward the right. As I look at my sentences here, I want to make sure that they're full sentences. First of all, I also want to make sure that they make sense. If you need to, you can rearrange them by just dragging this point to another point and adding it up there. So that's another way to reorganize your topics. You can also, if you haven't completed the sentence, you can add more to the sentence. So remember that as well. When you're all done and you've added all of your annotations, you will go down to the last question, you'll hit Enter, you'll hit Tab, and then answer your question. Now, for those of you who didn't have a tag for all of your articles, not to worry. All you need to do is X out of the tag here. So I'm clicking on Clear Search, and that brings up all of my sources. And I can select one of my sources by clicking on the Browse Annotations icon, and that brings up that article all the annotations that are in that article. And I can see here that I've got something for legacy, something for early life, something for occupation, and something for accomplishments. So I can drag from here over to accomplishments. So there are two ways to access your annotations and then put them in your outline. Remember that this is where your teacher will be looking for your outline. And if it's not here, if you haven't created one, then you won't be able to have your work graded. Remember, there are lots of tutorials at the library page. So if you do have any questions about using Scribble, you can always go to the tab that says Scribble Research Organizer and look for these tutorials.